The melody, okay, the melody that filled the chamber was haunting, a symphonic tune that seemed to burrow into your very soul. The stage twisted, drenched, its borders melting into the shadows that surrounded you. Shadow Cookie floated as few feet above the ground. He ghostly eyes in his hair swiveling to track your every move. Come now, little crumb. His voice purred, soft and dangerous. The show has just begun. You clenched your fists, forcing yourself to stay calm despite his theatrical demeanor. There was a raw, unbridled power about him. The way he moved, the way he spoke, it was a thought, the very fabric of reality bent to his will. I didn't come here for games, you said, your voice steadier than you felt. If you want me to stay, tell me the truth. You do keep tormenting the others. Why not use your power or anything better than this? Cookie tilted his head, his grin widening. Ah, such conviction, such insolence. He floated closer, his staff whirling pleasingly in his hand, despite his apparent weightless. The air grew heavier with such inches he closed. But you still don't understand, do you? There is no better, there is no truth. There is only the story we tell ourselves. He stopped just a few feet away, towering over you. His sand and swirling eyes locked onto yours, and for a moment you thought he saw something flicker behind them. You regret paying something human. You see the world as black and white, he continued, his voice a low murmur. Heroes and villains, right and wrong. But the truth is much simpler than that. His grin faded, replaced by something colder. It's all meaningless. You took a step back, your heart pounding. Then, why do this? Why put on this act? Shadow Cookie laughed, a sound that sent shivers down your spine. Because it's fun, he declared, throwing his arms wide. Because chaos is the only thing that makes sense in this world built on lies. As he spoke, the stage around you shifted again. The floor cracked and split, revealing a swirling void beneath his jester hat, gleamed in the dim light. The ghostly eyes within the narrowing in sync with his own. But you, little crumb, he said, his tone softening as he leaned closer. You're different. You question, your doubt, makes you special. His hand reached out, hovering just above your shoulder. It makes you mine. You flinched, stepping back. I don't belong to you, you said firmly, your voice shaking but resolved. His grin fluttered, his eyes narrowing for a moment. The air grew cold, and the ghostly eyes in his hair burned brighter. No, he said, his voice dropping to a dangerous whisper. Not yet, but you will. An instant he was in front of you, his hand cupping your chin. He touched with a cold and ice, sending a chill down your spine. You can't resist forever, he murmured, his voice almost tender. You're already drawn to me, whether you admit it or not. Your curiously of yours will be your undoing. You slapped his hand away, glaring, clamoring at him. I'm not afraid of you, you said, even as your heart raced. Shiramokuki grin returned, sharper than ever. Oh, but you should be, he said, his voice dripping democracy. Fear makes the game so much more delicious. Before you could respond, the shadows around you, struggling wrapped around your ankles like chains. You struggled, but the more you moved, the tighter they became. Shiramokuki floated above you. His grin widened as he watched you fight. You see, little crumb, he said, with his voice echoing through the chamber. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. That's the beauty of it. Chaos doesn't need to win. It needs you to lose. But you refuse to give in, gritting your teeth. You focused all your energy, breaking free of the shadowy chains. With a burst of determination, Shiramakuki's eyes widened slightly, a flicker of surprise crossing his face. Impressive, he said, with his grin softening into something more intrigued. Carry that. You continue to surprise me, little crumb. Perhaps this game will be more fun than I thought. Then he could make another move. A voice echoed from the chamber below. Hey, let them go, Shadowmilk. You turned to Gingerbread, see Gingerbread and the others, changing into the room. Shadowmilk Cookie clicked his tongue, floating higher than into the air. Alas, our time is up, he said, his tone almost regretful. But don't worry, little crumb, this isn't the end of our story. Not by a long shot. With a flourish, he disappeared into the shadows, his laughter echoing long after he was gone. As the others reached your side, you took a shaky breath, your heart still racing. Shadowmilk Cookie's words lingered in your mind, his promise of a next time, sending a chill down your spine. But you weren't going to let him win. Not now, not ever.